You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast. Beautiful sun shining in the town of Sydney. Rugby League back tonight. Manly kicking off the fucking season against the Penrith Panthers. When we do talk Rugby League, it is for KO. Shout out to KO, home of Rugby League in 2022. You best believe. I mean, could you get any hornier waking up this morning and seeing basically God removing his Dax and just shining sun all over the city?
Well, if you needed a reminder, Tom, that Rugby League is God's winter game, look no further than the weather he's rolled out specifically for Manly to pump the Penrith Panthers tonight, 8 o'clock, roughly, Thursday night.
Thursday night, we're also live at DY Hotel, 6:30 p.m. tonight. Live show. Us, Kempy.
Yep.
Manly
Shoot the shit
fans
for an hour.
Ripping and tearing.
Pump up the fucking pro-Manly crowd.
And then pounding scoos into the earth.
Probably margaritas if they make them.
If they make some margaritas, we'll also get into the margaritas.
Yeah.
Blokes and margs.
Might also have some tequila.
Blokes, margs, tequila.
Who knows? I'm going to let my hair down tonight. Know that. So if you want to see me let my hair down, come to the DY Hotel and...
Let your hair down with us.
Yeah, that's right. But the sun is shining in our hearts and in our minds, Tom, at least from a rugby league perspective. I think the off-season this year's it's been just right in terms of length, in terms of its duration. It wasn't too long, but it wasn't too short. Does that make sense? We calling it a Goldilocks zone? Fucking Goldilocks zone. Shout out to the schedulers for absolutely nailing it. Like first weekend in October until like the first week-ish in March. Perfect.
Not too heavy, not too light.
No. Just right, baby. Just right. Because you need a bit of time to... pump up, reinflate the tyres.
Yeah.
As it
let
were.
the tyres out so they can go.
Yeah. Let me.
Yeah. And then pump them back up. Up. Now, a lot of good omens around at the moment, Eddie. I don't know about you, but we've already been sent a couple of omens, 2022 omens.
It's omen season.
It's omen season. Now, the least of which could be what we're wearing right now.
Well, the Manly 13-plus jumpers will be available for sale tonight. If you're not coming or you miss out, they'll be online next week, probably.
If they don't all go.
In fact, they will be.
Unless they all go.
Well,
there's just a very real chance that they all go.
I can't see shipping that many up there.
Yeah, Eddie, you just don't. It's
hard to get $1 million in the back of a car.
It is hard to get $1 million in the back of a car, but if anyone can do it,
it's me.
It's us.
Well,
not just you.
Well, I'm a great packer, and you know it.
You're a better packer than most, but I could pack with the best of them, I reckon.
You pack okay.
I pack all right.
I saw you work yesterday. You packed all right.
What was I doing yesterday?
Getting those tails in the back of the car.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, the cat's out of the bag. We're getting our own studio. So.
Yeah, it is. Well, we're not getting. We have.
Well, we have.
It is a arduous process fucking putting it all together. Let me tell you that, punters and dribblers. When you're given a blank canvas and...
You don't have...
Your skill set is basically in its entirety dribble and yarn. That doesn't leave a whole lot of room for design sensibilities. Now, does that mean we can't do it? No, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I'm a dribble-first operator. Always have been. Probably always will be.
Yep.
So when you give me a blank canvas, I'm like...
What do I do here?
What do I do?
And you know what the problem is, Eddie, is that like in terms of blank canvases that I work on with sort of maybe a regular basis...
Like a home?
Well, no, I think it's more like a nude me at the start of a day, blank canvas, what am I wearing?
Sure. As in, how do I dress up this puppy fat baby?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. What do I do here? I look like a bald seal and I've got blubber from top to tail and now I'm just trying to find a way to dress this canvas up.
Yeah. Let's dress up this bod, make it workable, make it sexable, make it delectable. I understand.
Make it sexable.
Make it sexable. I get it. I get that. But when it's a building that you're dressing up, not a body, it changes. Maybe that was half the reason we're a little slow to the jump, Tom, is that we didn't address it like a human bod.
No, we tried to address it like a building. which maybe it isn't. It's a human body that needs to be
Well,
made
it's got a
sexable.
soul.
It does. Well, it's got a soul now. Where in there, I tell you.
I think it had a soul but going in.
It's
Heritage listed, Tom.
It is. It's a beautiful old building. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
She's got a bit about her.
We'll have the About Even set in there. We'll have Hello Sports' very own set. We've got a beautiful live streaming area that we're getting together.
Yeah, we've got a big TV in there, which is fucking delicious.
Not a 100-inch Kempy TV, which when you look at it is fucking humongous.
Yeah, but like we don't need.
Well, we don't have room for it. I just mean that when we were looking at TVs.
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck, is Kempy's 100-inch? Now you look at it, like, that is a 100-inch TV.
Yeah.
That thing is gigantic.
It's obnoxious.
It's a manta ray.
Is he covering for something? I don't know.
It's like having 20-inch rims or whatever
yeah,
the fuck
look.
it is. I don't know rims.
Well, look,
but,
I'll let the punter and the dribbler
20-inch
decide.
probably not that big of a fucking
We got
rim.
75. 75's fine. Mum as we speak, is packing up the 64. It'll be making the long journey down from Dubbo.
We're looking into Twitch streaming.
We'll be buying a couple more controllers, a few more Rumble packs.
Yeah.
GoldenEye,
Mario Kart,
Mario
Diddy Kong
Kart
Racing.
coming, GoldenEye coming, Diddy Kong coming. They're all coming, bro.
We'll be getting
They're all
PS,
coming down to fucking rip and
FIFA.
tear. We want to get Super Smash Brothers. I haven't played that for ages, but it's a fucking great game.
It is a good game. I haven't played Super Smash. It's probably like the one that I haven't played since I was like literally
I haven't played
cube free, voice not broken.
I haven't played Super Mario Smash Brothers since 2002.
Oh, that's
2003.
That's a bald Eddie Simpson right there.
Because once you went to that PS2, you didn't often go back. Now, that as it may.
We are going back though.
We are going back. The time is right.
We're going back not just on the N64. We did ask for this in About Even, and if you do, some guy reached out.
Yeah.
We are looking for a Time Crisis 2 two-player arcade version. On About Even, the number one betting show on planet Earth, out now, YouTube podcast, we were speaking about how our new thing is about trying to responsibly punt our way to basically being able to afford a Time Crisis 2.
Time Crisis 2 arcade version.
With the guns.
1998, Namco, fucking game changer. It rewrote every book in the country, the world. I don't think gaming's got better since that moment. I think it's got worse.
Yep.
But that's by the by. We want one in pretty mint condition. Obviously, it doesn't need to be mint, but we want it in relatively mint condition.
Well, it needs to work. And not break within like 6 months.
It needs to work on all settings, all fucking variations. Yep. The foot pedals need to be immaculate. The triggers need to
be nice and
true.
Lubed up.
Lubed up, true. Because it wouldn't be an office or a studio without Time Crisis 2, I don't think.
No.
That's
that may or may not be there when we finally do get in, but it's on our wish list, and we will be getting one. Just know that.
And we're getting a pool table.
And if I could talk to like my fucking 10-year-old self and be like, one day you're going to have a Time Crisis 2 two-player arcade in your... You know that thing you used to play at Planet Barrel all the time? Yeah. Well, you're going to have that in your office. And I'd be like, fuck off, bro.
If you know that thing you used to play at Tenpin Bowling Centre? Yeah. That thing.
Yeah.
You can have it in your studio, bro.
I wonder if there'd be a way
and you're not going to run out of money.
Yeah. You've got infinite plays, bruh. You've got unlimited lives.
Which is like, whoa. What? I've got more than $2? Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Get the fuck out of here.
Anyway, it's in the process of being put together, the studio itself, so you'll see it when you see it. It's a fucking long process, though. Know that. Eddie, probably back to rugby league a little bit.
Well, that was just like, warming up the hearts and the minds.
It was just a little deviation. But if you do know anyone with those arcade, with the Time Crisis, please reach out.
Yep.
I am very, 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 very confident Manly win 13 plus tonight. And I just want to get your thoughts on it.
Well, I think Manly will win 13 plus. We know that Cleary's out. We know he's a tremendous loss. Now, it doesn't matter if you're Rain Man and you think that they'll get better when he's not playing. I'm like, well, the only times he doesn't play, really.
They lost to the Tigers when he didn't play.
Exactly.
So.
They lost to the Tigers when he didn't play. Think about that. Wrap your head around that. Manly looking hot to trot. As I said last year, as we've said at the start of the season, Manly now obsessed with Bright Lights footy. And this is a Bright Lights game. It's the curtain raiser of the season, or it's the opening round of the season, the opening game. They put the big ticket items up first, the defending champs and the most sellable, sexable side in rugby league football.
Sexable side.
Yeah. Tommy Turbo will lead the boys out to rip and tear. But I think tonight that you'll see the, quotations, more underappreciated players in our side stand up and fucking be counted, Tom. There has been omens everywhere around Brad Parker of strong as an ant fame, of fucking fiery red nut fame, of strength of a fully grown
bone
chimpanzee.
density of a fully grown male
There's been whispers, and the whispers turn to murmurs, the murmurs turn to loud chatter, Tom.
Yeah.
But he crosses the paint for the first try of the evening.
Chatter turns to a cacophony.
It's a cacophony of sound. Now, if it's still at $19, I'll eat my hat, because I think the markets would have moved and moved.
Well, we moved
south.
the markets. Let's just check that.
Well, we moved markets. We're market movers. Obviously, if you're having a punt, do it with Neds.
And do it responsibly.
But do you see the synergy punters and dribblers? Like, you'd follow a red nut into battle. He's going to open the fucking scoring.
What red nut wouldn't you follow into battle, I think, is the real question.
Neds
right?
are orange. Neds have come on with us. I was wearing a 2019 hat the other day. Manly vintage.
Yeah.
He was paying $19. I mean, there's signs everywhere if you are open to embracing them.
Brad Parker still $19.
Okay,
Get onto
look.
it. Get onto it. Getting onto it right now. Not missing out on those returns, bro. Not missing out on that. You know what? I'm going to go all in. And not all in. Just, I'm going to
all in responsibly.
Going to have a look at it. I'm just having a look at it.
I think that Daly Cherry Evans, I think he goes out tonight and has a fucking terrific game, Tom, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
By his own admission, he didn't play his best football in the games that mattered in the finals last year. And he's open about that. He's honest and he's open. I think he goes out there tonight and sets the record straight, going, oi, listen here, cunts. I'm still Queensland captain. I'm still one of the best fucking...
Still Australian 7.
Still the Australian 7. Still one of the best fucking 7s. Well,
of all time.
Top 2, top 3 7s in the comp. One of the best 7s of all time, sure. Don't forget about me, motherfuckers.
No.
Kieran Foran, whose body has settled.
He's held together by elastoplast.
Yeah, but it's settled into a nice rhythm when he's back on the peninsula. The body feels right. He's one with his body and his soul. There's symbiosis.
Yeah, they are one.
Once more, Tom. And so I think he's just growing with confidence every day. I mean, it's hard to get confident when you are fearful that your body's going to break down day after day, week after week, game after game.
Yeah.
But when there is symbiosis, Tom, you can play with confidence.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And I'm really excited to see how the two aging Warriors go in our halves positionings. But in terms of rugby league, Eddie, I don't know if there's a whole lot more. Like, we're excited, we're confident, we're horny. Thursday, not usually, it's not our overwhelming sports Thursday show. It's more a bit like, your mixed bag with Tom and Eddie, right? So I think that maybe we bow rugby league. I'm sure we'll come back to it in this show because it's never far from my mind, just generally, but also day one NRL season, everyone's horny, sun's out, blue skies. It's going to come back probably, but I do think there's some things that we need to get into beyond rugby league.
We can get into them. Shout out to KO.
Shout out to KO. All the glory to God that is KO.
Love you, KO.
All glory to God.
Love you, KO.
KO.
KO, love you.
All glory to God.
Love you.
Just KO.
Love you.
All glory.
Love you.
All the glory.
Love you.
All the glory.
Love you.
Just back to, because we are doing the studio, we've been looking for lights. We've been looking for heaps of shit, but you're looking for lamps. And you and I realised that we found the worst job in the world. And apologies to you if you do this, but it's not about the physical work involved, but it's about the experience of actually having to exist within this store.
And it's not talked about enough.
No, it's not.
There needs to be some sort of like
danger pay or something, welfare pay for people who work in there.
Danger pay probably not too far from what I'm looking for. If there isn't
lamp stores, dude.
If there isn't a lighting award, then I'm not here, because there has to be. There has to be an increased pay for these poor fuckers, because it's as an intense environment as I've ever walked into.
You walk into a lamp store and there is maybe 8 800, 900, 1,000, 2,000 lights all on at once, all doing different things, all bouncing off different fucking shades. Some of them are triggered by movement, so you're walking through this thing and the bulbs are all different brightness, and then ones are flicking on, ones are flicking off. Like, it feels like you're walking into like poor mental health. Like, the fucking room is like, I can't think straight. I don't feel right. Everything's wigging me out. We walked in for how long?
Mate, fucking 2 seconds. I would rather wake up hungover in a Park Life mosh pit than work in a fucking light store for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking the piss, and I'm sorry if that's your life, and I'm sorry if you enjoy it.
Well, if you enjoy it, good for you.
That's great.
You're a different beast.
But it's too intense. Do the lights need to be on? Could they all be off, and then if you
turn it on if you like it,
you like it?
Yeah.
I don't think they all need to be on.
No.
Why do they need to be on?
It's hard to fucking exist in there. Like, it's overwhelming for the customer to come into a store with 1,000 lights on at once.
But also, right, like, can't you get the sense of what a fucking lamp looks like without it being on? They're off they're off all day.
Yeah.
You turn them on at night and it's a different ambience, sure, but the globe has a big impact on what sort of light that thing emits. Like, it changes the whole perception of the light.
And also,
if you've got like a scat white light in there, you're like, whoa, am I in a hospital? If you put like a really low wattage yellow light in there, you're like, oh, okay, this is calming and fun.
This is warm.
Yeah. Maybe I'll crack a bottle of red and make love to someone. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's different.
Yes, but also, this lamp that you've got on is in a room with 1,000 other lamps. So I'm not really getting any vibe from it.
How can you?
There is no vibe coming from this lamp. You should have them all off.
Yes.
And then if I like it,
yes, I can turn it on. Also, just as a suggestion to like beacon lighting, was it?
I don't know, dude. It was tough.
Why have you got those like I walk past it and they come on lights in there?
That's what I mean.
Like, that's that's going to annoy people, right?
But also, like, if I don't know, where are the sensor lights? Just walk around and you'll find one because it'll turn on automatically. Like, just tell me where the sensor light is and then we'll test it.
Well, just have a sensor light section. And a sign, sensor lights here. Like when you walk into Woolies, you're like, what row am I? Pasta row, bang.
Bang, there you go. Mexican, bang.
Bang. Fresh fruit, bang. Milk, bang. Dunny roll,
babies. Bang. Dental care.
Yep.
Pet food.
I mean, is it that difficult?
Eggs.
Yep. I mean, the list, do you want to go through the whole
store? Should we go through the entire soda waters, soft drinks, softs.
Oh, good.
Lollies, confectionery.
Batteries. Playboy.
New idea.
Better Homes and Gardens.
Princess Kate got a new haircut.
Chocolate.
New idea.
Twisties. Cans of Coke.
Icy cold cans of Coke.
Well, they don't usually sell icy cold cans of Coke. They usually have bottles in Woolworths.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a great point you make. I don't care.
Yo-Go mix.
Huh?
Yo-Go mix.
Yo-Gos. Rolos. Have you ever had Rolos in a fucking...
What's a Rolo?
Well,
like
so
a roll-up?
No. Rolos are the chocolates. Like, they're like chocolate buttons, but they're like sort of that thick. And
like the big buttons?
Yeah, and they've got chocolate and caramel in them. They turned those into a Yo-Go-esque. So that's a Rolo.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you to whoever, one of our 50 producers we have now, because we've fucking hit the
Is
big
that Dior
time.
up there doing that?
Is that Dior?
That's me.
Welcome back, Dior.
Dior.
Yes.
Yep.
Dior's been in Vegas.
Dior's been in Vegas. We'll get to that. But yeah, so that's the Rolo Yo-Go.
Dude, that looks pretty good.
Dude, they are good.
Oh, you've had one?
Oh, fuck yeah.
What does that go into? Is that
well, that's a different one. That's them just trying to put a spin on it. Like,
but is that like a what sort of chocolate is that?
Well, so it's like a Yo-Go-y Nutella-y chocolate.
Thick.
No, not as thick as Nutella, but like that sort of taste. Yo-Go isn't Nutella taste. You know what I mean?
So it's got the consistency of a Yo-Go with the taste.
It's a bit more
of
chocolate.
Nutella.
Yeah, a bit more chocolatey, and then
sure.
onto and then underneath that is caramel.
Yep. Have we played the Yo-Go ad on this podcast before? It's one of the great ads all the time.
The old school Yo-Go ad.
You know when they're like fucking. Dior, get it up. Go Yo-Go ad. Are we off topic here? I don't know.
Well, I mean, what is the topic? The topic is don't go into a light store, which I think is like, I don't think anyone knew that, because I don't think that many people shop for lights in a light store.
I think that if you had a bit of entrepreneurial spirit about you,
You turn all the lights off?
and you saw $1 to be made, if you fucking make a light store where the lights are off,
Call it lights out.
call it lights out, and fucking perfect. Now we're talking. And you walk in there and you look at the lamps, and then when you want to see what it's like with the light on, you turn it on. I reckon you pound the competition into submission.
Dude, think about what
I think it's over in a week.
Think about what they save on electricity.
I think it's over in a week. I think it's all over. I think you dominate. Like, are we just handing out fucking $1 billion ideas? Yeah, we are, because we're that sort of people.
Yeah, free ideas.
Free ideas.
Turn your lights off.
Oh, shit. Is this it?
Is it this one with a dinosaur or something?
Maybe.
Go.
Turn it up.
1993. Oh, shit. There's a couple of fucking rippers.
I remember this, I think. Yes!
There's a bomb on this boat!
Dude, this yoga has been done.
You gotta keep this thing above 50! Barry! Listen to me, Barry!
Barry, listen to me, Barry.
I'll get Vicky, Barry.
Hey, you gotta steer this thing too.
Ah, my lance!
Jesus Christ.
May I?
Out of the way! Get out of the way!
Hey, yeah, got 2 bob.
Oh my God. Yo-Go mix, bro.
Hey, buddy.
These are the halcyon days with Yo-Go mix.
Mate. They don't make ads like this anymore.
No, they don't. Is that the Anzac Bridge? Yeah, it is. Oh my God. This is for Yo-Go, bro. This is absurd.
Fucking the thing explodes.
Wow, what a blast! Just like new Go-Go Gorilla Mix. Seriously rough stuff.
Can you now just send that to Tommy
Yeah.
so that he can put that in the pod? That's fucking hectic.
Wow.
What an ad.
What an ad.
What a great ad.
There's other rippers, but we can
Well, I think
look them up in your own time.
Yeah, look them up in your own time. You'll probably get, after that, if you watch that one, you might start getting push Yogo ads. Just sort of
You might start
more
getting pushed
consistently. Eddie, we are brought to you by our good friends at pilot.com.au, the online men's health portal, trusted by over 100,000 throbbing Australian males. And that's 100,000 at a conservative estimate. Let's be real.
Let's be real about that number. It's probably more. It's 100,000 men that get it, starting to prioritise their health, and it's fucking important to do so. If you're sitting at home going, Jesus Christ, this premature ejaculation's getting me down.
Ooh, I got a pimple on my back, waking up with pus all over the
Yeah,
sheets.
have you got back knee? Have you got sack knee? Have you got crack knee? Like,
You want to know how to get a pimple out of the eye of your asshole?
Pilot do, bro. Pilot can help you. You got erectile dysfunction? Are you struggling down there? Pilot can help you. You're not sleeping well? Pilot can help you. Like,
Yeah.
Pilot have got everything covered for men, okay? Go
It's
to
a-
pilot.com.au/hello sport. If you use the code dribblers, motherfuckers, you're going to get your first doctor's consult for free. No bullshit. For free.
Now, any medication that you may need as a result of your consultation with the doctor at pilot.com.au is going to be discreetly delivered to your door. So if your missus, your Tinder date, whoever is coming over, they're not going to see some big package out the front waiting for you going, soft dick medication.
Yeah, or this bloke has pimples on his asshole. Like, you're running out of excuses now.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't have to go see the doctor. You can do it online. You get your medication discreetly delivered to the door. Like, you're running out of excuses to be a better man.
It's
you know?
time to level up your health,
That's
punters and
it.
dribblers. Time to level up.
Level up.
Dave, you're back from a couple of days sojourn to the United States of America.
Yes, I am. It's great to be back. I missed you guys.
We missed you too, buddy. How was the trip?
It was good. It felt a lot longer than it was, but it was sick. It was my first time in Vegas.
Ooh, did you get on the tables? Did you have a punt?
I did. I had a bit of a punt. I played a bit of blackjack, turned about $60 into 250.
Nice.
And walked away.
Good for you, bro.
Mostly thanks to the few other old dudes that were at the table explaining to me how to play properly. So that was good.
That's nice. So did you play with because you're with your old boy and your brother, right?
Yeah, but they're not really the biggest gambling types. I mean, I'm not either, but I'm still more than them.
But like, you're in Vegas.
I know. It was a bit disappointing. Our aim was to get my brother drunk, and shout out to Jake because he's probably listening. But
Is he not a big drinker?
not really. No, we did not really succeed.
Vegas does not seem like the place for him.
Well, to be fair,
Hates gambling, hates drinking.
the trip we originally planned was to go to the LA Sevens for the weekend, but then about 2 weeks ago they moved that, and so we still had these tickets. So we were like, well, we got a boys' weekend somewhere. So went to LA, drove through Palm Springs to Vegas, drove through the desert, went to Vegas for 2 nights. Yeah, had a good time.
Done that drive.
That's
not a bad
cool.
drive.
And you went like, I saw photos of you like at Joshua Tree and canyoning and shit.
Yeah, we drove through the Joshua Tree, which was cool. There's
You
a
eat
lot-
mushies with the fam?
I did not eat mushies, but I did get
Well,
some.
like Entourage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he ends up taking that fucking firefighting. Isn't he go out there to decide what job he wants?
Yeah, and then he comes back and there's a fire and, he
then
sees it and he's like, I got to do fire jumpers.
Fire jumpers, yeah.
And then the movie turns out to be a complete nightmare because Stellan Skarsgård is the director and hates him. Shout out to Vinny Chase and to Chad Townsend.
Yeah, didn't get on the mushies. Did get a few edibles thanks to some really nice Canadian dude at the bud shop in LA. And,
Oh, that's nice. What, for free? You just went in there like fucking panning
well,
for,
no.
for
So
free weed.
I bought like a couple of vapes, like weed vapes, so I could, discreetly do it while I was sharing a room with my brother or in the car on the way. And then I, gave him a bit of a spiel how I'm from Australia, and he's like, "Oh, that's so cool, dude. Here, have some of these free ones."
Love that.
And then took those before we went kayaking on the Colorado River.
Oh,
near
that
the
would have
Hoover
been
Dam.
nice.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Oh, yeah, I saw that photo that you put up. That looked fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was insane. Just like the water is crystal clear, and it wasn't.
Could you
that
drink the
cold.
water? Like, was it all...
We were on the wrong side of the dam. So if you were on the other side of the Hoover Dam, the water was like you could drink it, but because it had been through the dam, it was still fresh water and you could drink it, but they said like it's kind of got, dam bits, I don't know, metallic
Yeah.
shit
Like,
in
if you were
it.
thirsty,
Yeah.
you could, but...
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
might
yeah.
poop.
Yeah, you might.
Did you go to Hoover Dam?
We drove past it. We didn't like stand on it, but we saw it. It's a
Big fucking dam.
Bruh,
Huge
massive.
dam.
Mate, they know how to build their
A dam's
dams over
dam.
there.
Oh, it's a dam's dam. It's a fucking dam of consequence.
Yeah.
They were
There's-
saying when we drove through, there's a little town that they built just for the people who were building the dam to live in, and because it was all this government building houses and shit, they made the law in that little town where people stayed who were building the Hoover Dam that there's no alcohol and no gambling in that town, which is about like an hour's drive from Vegas. So
Really? Is it a reservation?
No. It was built in the 30s or whenever, basically, so people who were building the dam had somewhere to live. Because other than that, there was like nothing around there.
But so there's still no alcohol or gambling in this
There's
little town?
alcohol now. There's still no gambling allowed.
Can you look up, Dave, whether or not... Because I remember watching there was like the fucking... Maybe the 7 great industrial fucking...
Marvels of the world.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Yeah.
And I think they said in that, Hoover Dam's one of them, I think they said in that the concrete in deep within it is still not dry. That's how much fucking concrete they poured. Isn't that wild?
The concrete, what, in its core?
Yeah.
Which is where you'd want it to be as sturdy as hell, wouldn't you?
Dior's going to help.
I'm going to help as soon as the internet
Is the
helps me.
concrete... Oh, the fucking
Is the
internet.
concrete in the Hoover Dam dry yet? Question mark.
Might have to be doing this on the old phone.
That's what you come here on the Thursday pod.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Still, yeah, it's a suggested request. So, wow, it says the Hoover Dam concrete would cure in 125 years by conventional or natural methods. Crews, however, use some innovative engineering methods to hasten the process. Blah, blah, blah. 600 miles of steel pipes woven through the concrete blocks significantly reduce the chemical heat for the setting of the concrete. In short, yes, the concrete is still curing harder and harder every year. Even in 2017, 82 years after the construction was completed.
Far out. So they're saying, because I was just thinking then though, like they were saying like ingenuity. What the fuck do we say that?
Yeah.
As in they came up with ways to like make it cool quicker or to set
Cure
quicker,
quicker, yeah.
cure quicker, having pipes running through it that they're like putting liquid through or something. Is that what they were saying?
As in like heat pipes or something?
Yeah. Was that what you were saying, Dave? That was how they were.
Yeah.
That's intelligent. Because I was thinking, how the fuck would they have done that? Then hearing the explanation, I'm like, yeah, I'm not cut out for that life. I wouldn't know how to do it.
Oh, you wouldn't know how to do that?
No.
Okay. Is anyone shocked by that? Is that fucking breaking new ground?
I just mean like the lateral thinking required, not the actual
I get
operational.
Well, mate, but again, I don't think that's.
It's not shocking.
No.
That's not shocking to you?
No, it's not shocking to me, mate.
All right, mate. All right.
I'm sorry, but it's
All right,
not.
Mr. Bloody, Leonardo da Vinci over here.
Well, I wouldn't call myself Da Vinci, but, we have similarities. Sure.
I'm sure you do.
Now, Dave, is that you, mate?
I'm here.
But
Well, I think
is that your tail?
yeah.
Well, I
Have
don't
you
know.
got anything else for us from the US, or is it Hoover Dam and that's it?
I went to an ice hockey game, which was pretty sick.
Can you
they
see
know
the
how
puck?
to put on a show.
Can you see the puck at all?
Yeah, you can see the puck. We like it was in the same stadium where the UFC is, so it's like it's a pretty steep stadium. You can see what's going on. The puck. I mean, you can
Steepest Bank West?
not nearly. You can see the puck, but you have no idea how the fuck the players can see the puck, and these goalkeepers who are just watching this tiny thing through like legs and skates and fucking staying on balance. It's an insanely impressive sport, but also I was kind of hoping it would be the one American sport where there wasn't a break of play every like 10 seconds, but there still kind of is.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see any biffs?
Nah, not proper biff. Some other dude there was saying like it's cleaned up a bit in the last few years, so there's not as many like gloves off, helmets off, punch-ons.
Okay.
But still, they fucking whack each other against the glass.
Was it an enjoyable experience? Like, would you see yourself getting into it, or is it like, meh?
Oh, I wouldn't sit like living in Australia. I wouldn't get into hockey.
No.
But I reckon
Obviously not in
if I
Australia,
was-
but just like generally in terms of like the product.
Yeah, I think in terms of like the other American sports, it's probably the best one to go see live. I think like. It's exciting. There's shit going on. It's actually a sport where they can hit each other.
How long does a game go for?
It's 3 periods of 20 minutes.
But how long does it go for from start to finish?
Like probably an hour and a half or so.
That's
so
all right.
it's
That's
not too bad.
okay.
Yeah.
That's doable.
Yeah, and it was a good game. It was like 1-1
like
up
half a
until
Monday pod.
5 seconds to go, and then they scored a goal and won it.
Okay.
So up the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
The Golden Knights. I think, have they won it before? Or
Yeah, they
recently?
won it a couple of years. In their first year, I think they won it.
Love that.
Were you sitting bolt upright or did you get lay down?
No, I was upright.
Lay down.
What do you mean?
In the plane? Like on the way home?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in the plane. No, plane I was upright. Yeah.
Devo.
Devo.
Yeah, and my dad was up in business class.
Papa Bloom. Well
Yeah, but
played.
Papa Bloom's earned it, so
Oh, he has.
I get you.
Yeah.
Tom, I don't know if I brought this up the other week, but when I was down in Geelong area for the wedding of Nick and Soph, thank you again.
Yeah. The wedding of old man down a bank.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
A great evening had by all.
Except for that guy.
On the second night after the recovery, I was fucking shooting the shit about the stars, as I tend to do late into the eve, Tom. You know the time of which I speak. And then, like, as I'm pointing out where Mars is...
Was this assisted by an app on the phone, or was this off the
Nah,
top
you
of your
can
head?
spot Mars like a dirty
okay.
fucking nose, mate. We'll pick it like a dirty nose. It's red, so, I'm not breaking new ground finding that fucker. But as I'm pointing it out, someone's like, I think I was like, look, what the fuck is that? We turn around, shooting star, but not just a shooting star. This fucker was so hectic. Like, it went for maybe 45 seconds a minute, just like...
So something burning up through the
atmosphere,
Yeah.
pounding along, and then just shit fucking flying off it. And it was just like,
Really?
across the night sky. It was so fucking cool. Because if you see shooting stars, it's usually like, over.
Yes, they're quick.
Over, quick. So this must have been a big fucking boy, whatever it was.
Because that's all shooting stars are, Punisher, is just things entering Earth's atmosphere.
Burning up in the atmosphere, that's
Just
right.
so you know.
As opposed to a comet.
A star shooting through the space.
Well, a comet is like when an icy rock...
A celestial body.
Well, an icy rock comes into close to the sun.
Close
and
orbit. You can see it.
And it fucking, as it comes past us, it's getting heated up by the sun, and there's fucking like a spray, a tail coming off the back. But you don't see many comets.
Shout out to Haley's.
Haley comes back in 2050-ish, I think. Something like that.
So we got to wait.
We've got a bit of a wait on our hands. That's by the point. That's what a shooting star is. Something burnt up in the orbit. I was talking to Cookie, one smart Cookie, who was telling me that if it was burning for that long, it probably landed somewhere.
Who's
so there'd
Cookie?
be a little this fucking. He was a mate of Nick's. Genius.
And he's smart. He's a smart Cookie.
He was smart Cookie. He was telling me that he can. I go, do you understand the maths behind Einstein's relativity
Theory of
equations?
relativity, yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Okay, well, what does this guy do?
I don't know what he does.
Well, okay, and I'm not denying Cookie's intelligence, but if you don't know
No, but
what
he's
he
like-
does,
but like-
and he's just like, yeah, I get it. I'm like, okay, well, I need
Because
to
he's good at
ask him.
maths.
So just because he's good at maths, he's just a maths
Yeah,
guy.
maths
Well,
guy.
do you
That's all-
reckon,
that's
do you
all
reckon
maths.
Rain Man would understand Einstein's theory of relativity?
We've never asked, and we will have to.
Should we just message him now? I'll just message him, and if he gets back to us during the show, then we'll.
Then we can confirm.
Then we can
because he's
confirm
a
what
smart
it is.
Cookie.
Well,
as
he's
well.
he's a serious. You want to talk about cookies?
Yeah,
That
cookies
man's-
that are smart. Where does that come from? Let's just transition for a second, if
Yeah.
we may. Why are cookies considered smart?
It's a really good question. Really good question.
He's a smart cookie. Now, are they referring to the edible cookies of which we all enjoy, or is there another cookie of which I'm not aware, whom we are referencing every time we say that? Was there a cookie who like fucking discovered shit? Was he was he a smart motherfucker? I don't know. DYOR should be on that. And if he's not, he'll be killed.
Yeah, no, I'm here and I've got it. And to be honest, it's a bit problematic. Not too woke, if I'm being honest.
Okay, well, let's leave it. I don't want to.
No, it's not bad. It's not
I
bad.
don't
But
get
it's
into
just
some fucking.
It says so basically it originated in like between the 20s and the 40s in like England, where women were sometimes referred to as cookies. Like attractive women were like cookies. You know, like people call them snacks or something these days.
Yes, okay.
So a smart cookie, it was usually a term that men used to refer to smart women.
Right. Well, at least now it's changed. That's the etymology, but it's changed now.
It's definitely changed.
It's now changed to anyone who's smart, and
Yep.
cookie being something of a term of endearment for anyone who shows some intelligence.
That's right. And also cookies are enjoyed by all.
Fucking, if you don't like cookies.
So I think it's like smart and enjoyable. Smart cookie.
Yep. Eddie, I was sent.
But I just want to reiterate
Well,
how
hold on, can we
fucking
get that
impressive
video?
this shooting star
Because
was.
Hickey said he saw
Yeah,
something burnt.
that's what.
Hold on, let me send this to you, Dave, and you can get it up for us before we.
That's what sparked my memory.
Where are we here? So, friend of the show, Will Hickey, sent us a video that he said he saw last night, but it was an asteroid breaking up across the night sky last night. Viewable in Sydney, obviously. It's in WhatsApp D. I haven't watched it yet, though. So, hopefully, if the internet holds up.
It's fucking impressive.
The internet?
No.
While we wait
Yep.
for Dave to fix that. No, let's not wait. It's here. We got
It didn't
volume?
look too dissimilar to this.
Dude, that is wild. I would love to see that.
I lost it. I lost my mind. I was like, dude, that was so sick. This
I
internet's
bet you
fucked.
did. And knowing where you would have been at, sort of.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying, like the headspace that you would have been in.
Yeah, sure.
It would have been amazing to. Okay, well, great.
Anyway,
there we go.
that was a waste of time. We might fucking woo up on the videos for the rest of the podcast. Because there's torturing yourself, and then there's fucking,
And then there's this.
and then there's
There's
internet.
this internet.
But
now-
do you ever see shooting stars, Tom? Do you fucking see them getting about town, or do you ever look up? Are you curious like that?
Bro,
Do
I
you-
look up
do
all
you
the
look
time.
up?
Mate, you know I love the stars.
I hope you look up, bro.
Mate, you know I love the
Just
stars.
checking.
There's the problem that we have in
This country.
this metropolis that is Sydney
Yep.
is the light pollution.
Light pollution is fucked up.
What I used to like to two of my favorite things that I like favorite holidays I've ever been on, not even holidays, trips. Couple of boys weekends away. We go whitewater rafting, pound mushies into the earth and go and look up at the stars. It's amazing. It's like the best thing in the world to do.
Tell you what's crazy as well, when you see them again, like when you get out of the city and you take them in, deep breath into your soul, punters and dribblers, you realise that you can't see shit in the city.
No.
Like you can't see a goddamn fucking thing.
And what's amazing, at least when I was viewing them on my little rafting trip, was that for whatever reason, maybe it had something to do with the headspace, but you start to see the depth of the universe because the brighter stars are closer and the less bright stars are further away. Obviously,
Generally speaking, there is brightness.
Of course, but like it makes you like it feel like you're actually able to see the depth and the expanse as opposed to like just being this flat picture in the sky of like a bunch of stars. And it completely wigged me out.
You know that you can basically only see the stars in the Milky Way?
Yeah. Well, I'd be shocked if I was able to see anything further than that.
You can on really clear nights see Andromeda. Andromeda, which is about 2 million light years away, another galaxy, but like need to be really clear.
Yeah, and I'm probably not even paying attention. I'm not like, oh, there's Andromeda. No disrespect to Andromeda, I'm just not looking for you.
Well, Andromeda's great.
Andromeda was a show on Fox 8, I believe, in the early days of Ozstar, Foxtel. That was horse shit, and I just couldn't get around watching it.
Do you remember Animorphs?
Yes, different kettle of fish. Animorphs more kids shit, people becoming animals and humans morphing.
Well,
there were books
wasn't
as well.
it kids coming and turning into animals?
That's what I mean.
What did they do? Fight crime?
Probably, dude. I actually don't really remember. I was more sort of you'd get me across the line because like someone would turn into like a dolphin or some shit, and you're like, oh, that's cool. And then I'd sort of check out. I don't remember what they were doing. Probably fighting crime though.
Remember when they used to do Earth Hour, which seems to have fucking slipped out of the public conscience?
I think Earth Hour still happens, Eddie. I think it's just more about that there is just so much.
How much buy-in did we get?
A buy-in?
Yeah. How many people did Earth Hour?
I reckon I've done Earth Hour once.
I'm just thinking, like, if everyone turned the lights off, just as a gentle reminder to look up it.
I think people still don't turn them all off.
Not enough are off.
No.
You couldn't turn them off in like old people's homes and shit, could you?
Well, they're probably all in bed anyway.
Well, like the fucking night lights and shit.
Well, those things aren't causing light pollution, are they? They're indoors.
I think, you add them all up, Tom?
They do add up. They do
add them all up, mate.
I'd say that old folks' homes account for probably most of the light pollution in the state anyway, generally.
I think they will. Well, I'm not going to say that, but...
I'm going to say it. You don't have to. I've said it.
Okay, it's been said.
No, it's been said.
Right.
And I think we look at cutting power to old folks' homes.
Just shut it off.
Yeah.
Go, we want to look at the stars.
We want to look at the stars, so power down.
Yeah, power down.
Get another blanket on, it's going to get chilly.
Power down. I would like people to power down more, but that's by the by.
Friend of the show. Sorry, Dave?
No, I've got some Animorphs information.
Just what do they do? Fight crime?
So it says they use their ability to battle a secret alien infiltration of Earth by a parasitic race of aliens resembling large slugs called Yeerks.
So that's what they used to fight. I don't remember that part.
I don't remember that bit.
Could they be defined as crime? Probably not.
Well, why not?
Well, alien crime.
Yeah, we got
what were the slugs up to?
Dude, we got laws on this planet.
Well, it says the slugs can take any living creatures as a host by entering and merging with their brain through the ear canal.
That'd be a crime.
That's a crime.
That'd be a crime.
The courts wouldn't look favourably on that.
Mind control is surely a crime.
I'd say so, yeah. And then what are the aliens doing?
It's like that dust that you blow on people and you do whatever they want. Have you heard about this?
I have heard about that. I don't know if it's true or not.
I've got two mates, two people I know personally in Hong Kong have had that fucking magic dust blown on them. One of them is a friend of ours. I won't name him. He woke up and fucking his apartment had just been fucking pulled apart.
And he had no recollection of it?
No recollection. And then went downstairs.
How does he know it was the dust?
Look at the security footage and this fucking chick walked him upstairs. Hectic. Then another one of my mates.
And what, do they have footage from inside the apartment? Or he just...
No, not from inside the apartment, but they saw him going inside. He's like, what the fuck? And then another one of my mates.
Had he been drinking though?
Yeah, they've been out and shit.
So he could have had his drink spiked,
Well, but then there's this other one, right? Where my mate... he was saving up for his girlfriend to come and meet him in Hong Kong, and then he woke up in the morning and he's like fucking 25 grand or 15 grand or something. It was 20 grand, maybe all his savings was gone out of his account. He's like, what the fuck? And ended up getting onto the banks and shit and using the security cameras, and some chick was walking him around every ATM and he's just fucking getting out the maximum.
What is this substance?
It's called scopolamine.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking terrifying.
Otherwise known as
where you do whatever they want.
How can you get some? Do you reckon it'd be interesting to try it?
I don't think you can buy it at the fucking 7-Eleven, bro.
Well, I'm saying, is it like a natural Is it like a naturally occurring substance, like from a leaf ground up and blown up your ass? Or like, is it, is it something that you have to chemically make? Because I think it'd be pretty interesting if you and I could get our hands on some and like do it to each other, but in a safe environment. Where I can,
I don't know if I trust you, bro.
I don't trust you more than you don't trust me. Are you kidding me? I'll be nude in a fucking intersection within 5 minutes, fucking washing people's windows with my balls
With your
or
balls
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a natural substance that you have to like extract from plants, including the nightshade, something called Jimson weed, and the borrachero tree.
That's pretty crazy that it's not used more.
Dude, that's like full-on James Bond shit.
Yeah, that is James Bond shit. But also, like, imagine
And you didn't get
finding
but
that.
you can't get your money back because the bank goes, bruh, it's you taking the money.
Yeah, no,
Do you know
you're
what
in,
I mean?
You're in hot curry there.
You're in the hottest of curry, Tom.
I don't know
The
how
hottest.
you could
Ghost
safeguard
curry.
just what's it called again?
Scopolamine.
It's hard to safeguard yourself from
Well, you need a
scopolamine.
buddy.
At all times?
You need a buddy, you know what I mean? Where's my buddy when you've got a night out? I know that sounds lame, but like I'm just trying to work through workable fucking solutions.
Could
here.
you have scopolamine insurance?
I think the premiums would be very high.
They'd be huge.
I think they'd be higher than the fucking poor flood ravaged people of Lismore, for example.
So it's almost not worth it.
You see those numbers that guy sent us?
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like basically a salary and insurance every year.
Yeah.
You understand why no one has it?
And the way that they were getting him where like his shed out the back of his house was completely ruined. This is a dribbler who said, we won't name him, I can't remember his name, but anyway, but like his shed was completely fucking ruined and the insurance company won't cover it because it's not technically home. Wasn't inside his home.
Mate, you need to fucking pay a lawyer fucking $3,000 to go through the fine print for you. You know what I mean?
But that's the problem though. Like it's home and contents insurance. It's like, surely that should just relate to the things on your property.
Everything on your property. Everything on your property.
Oh, sorry, the shed with your fucking tens of thousands of dollars worth of tools for your business. Why would you keep them in the kitchen?
Yeah. Or the bedroom.
Yeah. Or just
Oh.
hanging these up in the cupboard.
Yeah.
My fucking drop saw.
Yeah.
And so he's just not covered. It's disgraceful.
It is.
But at least ScoMo got down there 14 days late.
Yeah. Declared a national emergency. Fucking 3 weeks after it
Yeah,
happened.
that's great. That's great.
Good on you,
stuff.
ScoMo. You're a dead
Well
shit.
done. Now,
Back to what we were talking about, magic dust.
I want to get some, but I also don't because it's terrifying. It's actually just really terrifying, but I would try it on you.
You'd try it on me.
And then I'd just lead you around to ATMs. Friend of the show, Andrew Woods of Woodsy fame. Well, Michael got back to us. Physics not my strong suit. Never read anything about it. So,
But there's math behind it. Just go be better.
Yeah, be better. So Woodsy sent us this thing that I thought was funny, and I thought it could be worth our just a little peruse at it. They release like bogan fucking baby names each year.
Who does?
Most bogan baby
cares?
names of 2022 revealed. No, news.com.au.
Oh,
Tackling the big issues.
Perfect.
They've got
Rupert gets it.
In the image, they have a child drinking a bourbon and cola.
Okay, right. Well, I hope it's not bourbon.
Well, it's a Photoshop, obviously, but it's...
Oh, yeah, sure. Right.
Still a little bit on the nose with a pack of cigarettes and a tattoo on the arm.
Yeah, but look, I
don't care, but I'm like, it's something that's
and a home that's on a trailer home.
It's actually a little bit fucking elitist, this whole article. I mean, the names are funny, so we can't...
Yeah, but they're fucking...
Their images...
Look, I don't think elitists read news.com.au, do they?
No, that's true.
They'd find this pretty lowbrow. I think it's for the people, by the people.
For the people, by the people. But
About the people.
Yeah, and a kid drinking a Beam and Cola is pretty funny with a flat cap on.
No less. Left the sticker on the top. Love that. That's how you know it's authentic, Tom.
Yeah, this might be a real kid.
Now, get to the names.
Get the names. Best bogan names for girls. Brexley? I can't see these to the fucking light. Can you scroll that down a little bit, Dave?
Brexley?
Down. No, sorry. So I get the top one down a bit lower. There you go. Up so you can see a couple of them. Keep going up. Up.
Have Brexley at the top of the page.
Have Brexley at the top of the page. There we go. Brexley.
Brexley, Eversey, Iversey, Ivesey.
Have they got it out there? Ivy and mangled it beyond recognition. What's
Ivesey? That's weird. Jewel? Oh my god.
Oh, Juul.
Jewel as in Jewel, the jewels we used to smoke. Cardi.
Yeah. Cardi, Kardi.
That'd be like what, Cardi B?
Cardi B, yeah.
Short for Bacardi.
Or Bacardi.
Kior? As in like Dior? The K's must be like a Kardashian thing, right?
You'd think so.
Dude, I can't even pronounce these.
Mavery. Miracle.
Miracle with 2 C's. Resilia? As in resilient?
Salmon?
Oh my God. Samanda. That's
Dude,
great.
These are great names.
Samanda's a ripper.
Samanda's huge. All right.
Brave for a
boys.
boy. Draven.
Draven or Draven. Draxler. Cashton.
Noxley. Legend.
Maxon. Raw.
Zaken and Zinc. Oh my God.
Dude, they're fantastic.
They're like new age bogan. You know how
Yeah.
everyone's fucking got these new fruity names for kids? I don't know if that period is still upon us.
Dude, the period is still upon us. It's just that it's like, it's always a thing now. Like, kids' names have become a little bit more like, there's like cachet in kids' names where it's like, oh, you know, let me name it some really fucking wiggy thing. But it was like Apple was probably the first one that started it when Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin called the kid Apple.
We used to live opposite Bondi Public. I don't know if it is, I think it's called Bondi Public.
It is.
Yeah. And they used to have like fucking names up there all the time. Like, welcome to so-and-so. And they were fucking out there.
We were looking at those I didn't realise, and it makes sense when I think about it, but like you live in the area that you go to the public school of. Like, I didn't know you couldn't send your kid to like Bellevue Hill Public School if you lived in.
You got to get exemptions.
Yeah. But...
So does that lock you in for up the road?
No idea.
corner?
But we were looking at Bondi Public as well, and you're like, holy shit, those names, like, it's about people trying to seem like kind of cool. It's like parents trying to be cool.
Obviously it is.
I know, but it's like, even when we were thinking of our like names for Evie and Zoe, like they're just pretty normal names. Like they're not Draxton, you know what I mean? Like,
or Jewel. W.
But the closest I got to being a bit of a fuckboy with the names, I think, was Peach for Evie.
You can have a bit. I think you can have a bit more fun with girls' names on the whole.
Yes.
When you start to get fruity with guys' names, it's like, ooh.
Calm down.
Don't you reckon?
Calm down, Zinc.
Zinc.
Zinc is ridiculous.
Where's the zinc? I'm here. No.
Where's Zinc? No, not you, Zinc.
Yeah. But I also think that a name can have a big impact on like your personality. I don't know if that's necessarily true.
I think it is if you're called Zinc.
But if you've got a cool name, right, usually you're a cool guy. Like, you don't see many, like, for lack of a better term, nerds with cool names.
Look, I don't know, because it's like, does the personality make the name cooler? You know what I mean? Like, if you're called Zinc and you're a fucking dude, like a babe, and you're killing it, then maybe Zinc becomes a cool name.
Yeah.
But if you're, you know, World of Warcrafting and...
Dude, I think Zinc fucks. That's what I think, off the top.
And LARPing. Zinc as a LARPer, live action roleplay.
Yeah, I know.
But some people don't.
Right.
You know, if Zinc's a LARP lord, then I don't know that he's necessarily slaying the ladies.
Is there any
or
Zincs,
dudes if he's into it?
Is there any Zincs among us?
I don't know.
Is there a Zinc among the P and the D?
Yeah, if you're a Zinc, reach out.
If you're a Zinc, reach out and tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you a fucking...
What do you do?
Are you a LARPer or are you...
Yeah, or are you a lover?
Got a bit about you? Are you a lover? Are you a better?
Michael Jackson calling his kid Blanket, for example.
Blanket was...
That's not even... That's bizarre.
No, but Blanket was weird.
Well, yeah, but Michael was weird.
Yeah, he was.
So you're probably not going to have much of a chance in life with Michael Jackson as your old boy.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. Blanket Jackson, weird stuff. Weird stuff.
But shout out...
For example, if I was a Trent If my name was Trent Simpson,
Yep.
where does that put me? Does it change Does
it change you potentially?
Because my mum was thinking about Trent.
Really?
Yeah.
Your mum liked Trent.
I'm tweaking the story a little bit to make it funnier. Like, it was Trent, but not at the time I was born. Like, in that maybe 5 years leading up, she's like, Trent's the name. And then over time it changed.
Trent Simpson. You would have been a different person as a Trent Simpson.
Don't you reckon? That's what I reckon.
You would have been.
That's why my name was Trent Simpson, and I didn't have my eyes done.
You're a different guy. You're not sitting here.
You don't reckon?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I'm here by myself, or I'm not here at all.
You're probably not here at all.
I'm probably not here at all either, because I've bumped into Trent Simpson at Bathurst Uni, and I'm not. Me and Trent aren't buds.
No,
Trent's
you're not.
Trent's twirling fire sticks on the front lawn.
But you wouldn't be anywhere without me. So
well, you wouldn't be anywhere with a name like Trent.
I know. That's
you'd
the
be in
irony of the
hot
whole.
curry.
That's the irony of the whole situation.
So really, it's down to your mum just sharpening.
She's changed 2 lives by picking a better name. If I'm a Trent, you're not here. I'm not here.
No disrespect to Trent's though. I feel like you're disrespecting
Trent for me.
Yes.
Trent for me.
Yeah, you don't look like a Trent.
Me, Trent, me. I've got Trents. Fucking shout out to Trent. Trent's everywhere. We love Trent.
We love Trents.
This is an anti-Trent.
Trent Waterhouse, Trent Barrett.
This is me, Edward, being given Trent, parlaying that into me not getting my eyes done. So my eyes turn, and my name's Trent.
Just so you know, for those of you that don't know, Eddie's eyes were basically at odds with each other when he was very young, and
they didn't see eye to eye.
They didn't see eye to, well, they did see eye to eye, basically directly at each other.
But then they didn't, and then they would
and then they'd go.
They'd career off.
Oh, so they just. I thought they were just always in.
No, I think they were like dancing.
Oh, so they just were wandering.
I think they wandered.
Oh, bro. Okay,
like
sorry.
planets in the night sky.
So it was basically like both eyes leaving home to go find themselves, but on separate journeys.
Yes.
And then
journeys that where they could never find their destination, really.
You had to have medical intervention to basically get them back together.
Yeah, Dr. Chang, shout out to him. One of the greats.
Dr. Chang.
Dr. Chang, yes.
Chang.
Orange Base Hospital, 1996 or 7. That's when it went down. I was probably 6 or 7, so maybe it was like 98.
He had some of the great goggles, did Edward, as a young boy.
Yeah, they were thick.
Thick as fuck.
Mum thought, they actually weren't, I didn't need to wear glasses that big. Mum just thought they looked good.
She thought they looked good?
Yeah, she thought me wearing that with a flap hat was like somehow,
But was that with the...
Gonna mean I was gonna find friends. And boots. And a bag that was like...
What sort of boots?
Brown ones. Like riding boots. Yeah. Yeah.
Mama Simpson, fucking... I hope she gave you like a fucked haircut as well, just to make it...
I would have been long and curly and fucking whatever.
I think the glasses are really going to fucking help.
Yeah.
Can we get him thicker, Doc? These don't seem...
You don't need to be thicker.
These don't seem thick enough for me. I want them to be bulletproof.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Need to protect these eyes at all costs.
I think I was basically just going to be Thomas, William, or George, and William and George my middle names. Or Blanche if I was a chick.
Blanche Birmingham.
Blanche or Daisy, I think.
Blanche,
a huge day. I think it was a little
dude,
streetcar
I don't know
named
any
Desire.
Blanches. Do you know
Streetcar
a Blanche?
named Desire, dude.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying, do you know a Blanche?
I don't know a Blanche or a Blanche.
I don't think I've ever run into a Blanche.
No,
in all my time.
No,
never run into Blanche.
Blanche, and you know what? Mum, I think, decided against it for, well, obviously she had 2 fucking boys, so it wasn't possible, and Bonnie was already Bonnie. But
you were going to be Blanche as a boy.
No, I'm saying if I was a girl, I was going to be Blanche. And I'm saying
Blanche or Blanche?
Well, I'm sure it was probably Blanche in my household, darling, but Blanche if you're Australian.
Bob Hawke's second wife was named Blanche.
That might have been me.
You.
I could have been the next
could have been Bob
Madam
Hawke's
Prime
second
Minister.
wife.
Anyway,
I was going to be Craig up until I was born.
Craig David.
Well, no, not quite, but
Well, no, but you are called David, so
Yeah.
it's Craig David.
Dude, if your name was Craig David, that would be so good. Craig David Bloom.
Joel Parkinson did something, Dave? Is that what you were saying?
he has done something. So
Shout out to Parker.
Yeah.
Other than win a world title, the ledge.
Yeah, and credit to him, he's been rescuing people on jet skis and stuff during these devastating floods. He's around the Gold Coast, I think.
Yeah, him and Mick have been fucking
Doing the damn
about,
thing.
dude. Fucking mad cunts.
But then it appears he saw a few people like having a bit of a slip and slide on the mud.
Just scroll down just a tiny bit. It says confronting several people over what he believes is a disrespectful stunt in the middle of the country's flood crisis. All right.
Former world champion seen in the video. Okay, fuck it.
Vol? No.
Hang on, let me get Vol. Bye.
We need volume and we need
Loaded.
loaded. Shout out to the internet in here. It's fucking world class.
Well, the internet in Australia, let's be honest.
Well, it's all part of the same problem, Tom.
But I mean, I wouldn't blame here. I'd blame the fucking...
No.
National
Well, it's like
infrastructure.
there's an issue in the basement.
There's always something.
If you believe.
Yeah, if you believe the internet people or the phone companies. Oh, sorry, you were doing some work in your area. We just didn't tell you, but we just thought you'd deal with the fact that it wasn't working.
Oh shit.
Get 'em, Parko.
I reckon Parker would flog you.
I think anyone who's a professional surfer is probably going to flog you because they've had to like biff in water for their whole life.
But Parko's got mongrel about him. He's got a fucking presence.
Yeah.
You wouldn't fuck with Parker.
No,
I
you
don't
wouldn't.
think. Well, I certainly wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I'd be shaking the man's hand going, thanks for your fucking services to the nation.
Yeah, thank you, Service to the Nation. I will stop doing whatever I'm doing that you deem disrespectful.
Parko asked you to do something, you do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it was.
Wonder if Parko could get us better internet.
I think you probably could. I reckon Parker's probably got pretty good internet himself. Okay.
I don't know why this sound.
It's all right. We'll just watch it lag.
yeah.
We'll watch it lag.
Well, it's more the sound, but...
Fuck the sound.
Why don't you just, can you load it, like pause it and load it up or not?
It's
it's
playing
not the
it.
internet,
This
it's
is
just
it.
the sound.
This is it loaded.
Okay. Whoa. Oh. Oh, Parker. Fucking oath. He's
Can
not
you
happy,
hear it
the
with
big
audio?
fella. He's not happy. He's not happy. Well, that was really shaky footage.
And without audio, it's tough.
It's really tough.
Does the video usually have audio?
I think so. But maybe not.
Send me the
because
link.
Nothing's coming...
Send me the link in
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
Because nothing's coming out of my computer either, so maybe there is no audio. But there are some quotes from the video.
Yeah. Maybe read those.
Yeah, hang on, I'll send it to you now. So it says, Parkinson walked up to the group and said, "That's enough. Hey, you fucking idiots, get the fuck off. People have lost their houses. You should be more responsible, you fuckwits. You know people have lost everything in the floods." And then the other men responded, "Oh, settle down, mate. Don't bring that into it. This is not someone losing their house in the floods, bro, so don't do that." And then Parkinson said, "Where the fuck do you live?" Another man responded, goes, "We know cunts who have lost their houses in the floods. What are you talking about?" Parker goes, "Have some respect." And he said apparently the camera ended up in the mud, so I think Parker knocked it out of his hand.
They weren't hurting anyone. Go up. They weren't hurting anyone, but I just thought it was disrespectful with everything the community is going through with the floods. I'd put up a slip and slide of the kids on the first day of the rain, but these guys were adults. We'd had 2 days of sun. The hill reeked of mud, and they'd climbed over a fence the council had put up.
And I think these guys were like YouTubers or something instead, or TikTokers.
Yeah, right.
So
This
they're
guy
sliding
tried to
on
bash
fuck-
us for going down a mudslide in the Gold Coast.
Well, Parker's had a couple of fucking long, tough days, and he's probably like, it's got under his skin. He's like, I'm going to
Yeah.
fucking flog these cunts. I get it.
I think
Again,
yeah.
I'm going to go with Parko on this one.
I defer
always.
to Parko.
I defer to Parko. If he's eye tested this thing, Tom.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like what he sees.
And these little YouTuber dickbags
He's seen some little fucking losers
trying to get some clicks.
trying to get some clicks, trying to get some fucking clout online. Probably not lifted a shovel all day. That's an assumption.
I assume they've done nothing.
I assume they've done nothing except try to get clicks and views. Parko, who's been out in the thick of it, saving lives, has said, nah.
Not on
I'm
my
not into
watch.
it. And if you want to fucking throw down in the mud, I will.
Oh, I'll fuck you up.
I will fuck you up. So, like, if a fucking legend, an Aussie legend, comes up to you and tells you to do something, you just do it. Like,
I wonder
what are
whether these
What
guys-
are we talking about?
And maybe
Imagine
these,
giving lip to Parker.
Yeah, I know. Do these
What are
guys
you doing?
Oh, here we go. TikTok users Patton And Steez. Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, that tells you all you need to know.
I now want to go check him out, though. That's the only thing. It's probably work. Parko coming and fucking him up is probably the best thing that's happened to him in terms of...
They'd have that video up there, and they'd be fucking loving it.
This guy tried to bash us for going down a mudslide.
But it would be with a bit of that chick's voice, you know, like...
This guy tried to bash us for going down a mudslide.
How weird was that? Fucking TikTok, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's not... Like, I understand it. I just don't enjoy it that much. As far as, like, a content platform, it's not... I don't think it's for me, personally. Now, does that mean I'm not going to try and exploit it for, you know...
Financial
gain, potentially?
Yeah.
No, of course I will.
Of course we will. He's not
It'd be
saying
silly not
that.
to. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't get it. It's not for me.
That's all he's saying.
But yeah, follow us on TikTok at Hello Sport Podcast.
Did we put a video up that's got 350,000 views?
Yeah, we
did. Why is that? Because we put up enjoyable content for the punter and the dribbler to enjoy. It's the smudge sweep. Look it up. Check it out. Hello Sport Podcast on Twitter,
on TikTok. Check it out.
Like, it's a vibe on there.
It's fucking great, man.
Almost 6,000 followers.
Yeah, woo.
Tommy Toblerone, he's coming on. He's going to fucking play a role.
Tommy Toblerone's going to fucking get it pumping.
He said he's going to get it pumping, and he will get it pumping.
He's got some KPIs that he's got to hit. And if we don't get 100 million followers, then he's going to get fucking shot.
And he's out the fucking back door.
We're going to bash him. We're going to get Parko to bash the fuck out of him.
Fucking oath, bro. Parko will fuck you up, bro.
Parko's going to fuck up Tommy Tobler.
Get us fucking views and get us followers or you're out, bro. That's not a threat, bro, but it is, bro.
No, it's a serious threat, but it's a threat from Parko, so technically not us. So we can't be liable, or there's no like workplace harassment.
Because it's Parko doing it, not us.
Parko, not us.
Well, Parko, eye test, you failed.
Yeah.
Fucking stand up. Let's throw it
Eye
out.
test, do you have followers? No, we're flogging you.
Yeah. Fucking oath, Parko.
Oh, we've got sound if we want to.
We got sound back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll watch it again with some sound.
Yep. I want to see Parko. I just want to see what he's about.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We've lost it.
No. I needed a refresher.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hopefully it might come out.
When in doubt, go to Fox Sports instead of news.com.
All right. I think we
wrap it.
I think that's a beautiful place to wrap it. A beautiful place to wrap it. You could ask yourselves, why did you two dickheads try and watch 5 or 6 videos when the first one didn't work? I don't know.
Look, it's a great point that they're making.
It's a great point, and it's one that we're going to have to live with. You have to live with our decisions.
Yeah.
If you've been listening on podcast, I apologise for the dead air.
That's true.
I apologise for the dead air.
That's a great
Toblerone
point.
might have to fucking do a separate edit because...
Fuck him. Just go. It's all right, you know. Sometimes
Embrace
these things
the
happen.
dead air.
Embrace it. It's not that dead for that long. It's a little dead.
somewhat
Skip through
dead.
it. Shout out to all the sponsors for supporting us. Thanks to the P's and the D's for getting around us. We'll see you at DY Hotel tonight, 6:30. Manly v Panthers live show. Hello Sport. Bloke in the bar, the Dirty Merger Pod. You get there. The 13 plus jumpers are gonna be there. Kempy's slanging some merch.
It'll be a really good night.
We're gonna rip and tear tonight. Get down there if you're in the area. If you're not in the area, come down for a Yahoo.
Bye bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?